Hello everyone, Andy Breeding here. With Valkyria Revolution being a spin-off of the popular Valkyria Chronicles series, will a new setting in the Industrial Revolution as well as some other major changes be welcomed, or will the revolution fall flat before it begins? Here's what I found fun and frustrating with Valkyria Revolution. In Valkyria Revolution, a teacher tells her student about the real events that are not in the history books about the 5 traitors who brought about a war for reasons benefiting them more than the small country of Jutland. I love that the student is constantly shocked by how drastically different the real story is.
Like, did the traitors really commit treason?
Using the gouache drawing engine, the old painting look across the whole entire game was a delight to view. Although one can say that Valkyria Chronicles used to look better, Revolution still holds its own.
That's why I can't stop trembling.
Usually, when there's dual audio, the Japanese audio is 10 times better than the English dub. This is not the case with Valkyria Revolution. Although the lines of dialogue are cheesy at times and the characters themselves are stereotypical beings you would find in most RPGs, the voice actors did their best and I had fun listening to every single word.
I believe we should get more information soon.
Now you know the music is going to be great if you have the amazing Yasunori Mitsuda creating the soundtrack. With some of his works such as Chrono Trigger and Xenogears being so good, it's no surprise that Valkyria Revolution has some great musical arrangements playing throughout. Exposition is the Achilles heel of the story in Valkyria Revolution. Long drawn-out conversations of politics seem to go on forever until you're able to take control of the game again. Now, I'm not against telling a long story, it's just hard to find discussing politics of different countries and the war effort between Jutland and everyone else fun to listen to for more than a couple of minutes. If the story was able to be told in a more condensed form, I would find it way more tolerable.
Placing the country back in the hands of its citizens. And then?
I really wish developer Media Vision stuck with either turn-based tactics or went full-out action RPG with Valkyria Revolution. Unfortunately, what we get is a mix of the two that ends up not meshing well at all. Having to wait until the action meter charges before I can attack again kinda defeats the purpose of using the action style in the first place. Instead of mashing the button to pull off combos, you tap once, wait a few seconds for the meter to fill, then you tap again. Using spells and items are no different except for the fact that you have to go into a menu to select something, which pauses the action until you confirm your selection. You also never find yourself in trouble when fighting tougher enemies. When a teammate is down, you can simply just walk up to them and raise them back up to fight as many times as you want. All this adds up to mindless grinding to get through each encounter to get to the next part of the story. The audio mix between dialogue and music is distracting to say the least. The times I wanted to listen to my team hold conversations with each other, I couldn't hear them over the music track, drowning them totally out. The audio mix sounded worse with surround sound if you have such a setup. I use headphones when I play games, so this might not be an issue for you out there that have desk speakers for your setup, but for those of us headphone users out there, count on being distracted at times by the music swelling over dialogue you may have wanted to hear. Now, as if the exposition of the story wasn't enough, the constant now loading screen takes annoyance to a whole new level. Whatever flow the developers were trying for with their story bits came with the feeling of being in rush hour traffic. The constant stop and go with every single scene, even the ones that lasted maybe 10 seconds, had me drifting away until Valkyria Revolution was ready to relinquish control back to me for my input.
Was a violation against the current world order.
You can see so much potential throughout the game, it's just, it doesn't fully come together enough for anyone to really enjoy it. It's really hard to be compared to Valkyria Chronicles, which that game series was pretty good. And then you have Valkyria Revolution where it's not so good. I would say if you really want to see a different take and you want to give it a shot, regardless of the problems that I presented, the frustrating things, I'd say maybe wait just a little bit. I mean, the game I believe is $40. So maybe wait just a tiny bit when it goes down in price and give it a shot then, especially if you're looking for something on the Vita, because we all know the Vita is not getting any love these days. And since Valkyria Revolution's on the Vita, if you're really hard up for something to play, maybe go get the Vita version. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to everyone soon. Bye.